Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Thank you for joining. Good to see you, Uncle Al. Good to talk to you before I went live. I'm just gonna, hey Jamie brother, how you doing? I'm just gonna bide time until more people come in here because I hate repeating myself multiple times. But yeah, Uncle Al, this world's getting crazy stupid. And what's the best way to control the world is through food. Hey, Christy sis, how you doing? I'll wait for a few more people to come in because hey, how you doing? How you doing, Dad? I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come in. If not, then I'm gonna start to say, oh, Jamie boy, I had it too, brother. I know what you're feeling. Well, Christy, things are on a very major landslide right now. All grocery stores in major cities, there's TikToks, everything showing that there is complete and utter nothing, nothing on the food shelves, nothing in meat, nothing. There, somebody just did a TikTok in Jersey, New Jersey, and there was nothing in four stores that they went to, like four grocery stores, complete and utter ghost town because there was nothing. Um, no fresh vegetables, no meat, no bread, no canned foods. The only thing that they had was dog food and cat food, and that was bare minimum. But in Chicago, there is a shortage on beef and every other thing. Somebody did a video showing a 10-pound rack of beef ribs was $272 for 10 pounds of beef ribs. Yeah, but beef should 10 pounds of beef ribs should go for 30 to $40, not 200, almost close to $250 for 10 pounds of beef ribs. And they only had like four. They only had four rib racks. But anyways, I was on Business Week, and I was looking at the downfall of businesses in the Midwest, and they did an article on potato farmers in Idaho and Montana. Right, Christy? Well, this month, well, last month, there was one potato seed farm that was supposed to distribute potato seeds to farms, and the farms were supposed to grow them, then distribute it out. Well, that potato seed farm last month had to destroy 700 tons of potatoes because of the pandemic and everything that happened. But The government ended up buying that 700 tons, and instead of distributing it out to wherever, they had the farm destroy it. They had the farm go to an empty spot of land, dig a like 5 mile long hole, and literally throw all the potatoes, brand new fresh potatoes that could have been distributed anywhere, and put it in a hole, and they had a construction crew completely bury them. There's there was a dairy farm that was supposed to be a distributor and maker of part of Borden cheese or whatever. They had to get rid of over, I think it was like 100 metric tons of milk in the past 3 months and get rid of it. Yeah. General Mills. There was a lady that was working at General Mills. Well, she still works there, but she's been working at General Mills for the last 5 years. And the beginning of this year alone, the machines that's supposed to be going all week long, nonstop, creating and producing food and everything for distribution, are being shut down. She did a TikTok last night saying that because of distribution and everything, that they cannot get honey, they cannot get oats, they cannot get grains, they cannot get nuts like almond nuts or anything for some of their cereals and stuff. Hey, Rain sis, how you doing? But they literally sent almost 200 workers home last night because they do not have any distribution coming in to supply them, and they don't have anything to distribute out towards us. There's also in Connecticut, there was a person that did a TikTok, and on their meat section where the chicken is, it says, due to bird illnesses in Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia, they will not be carrying any chicken products until the middle of 2022, around June or July. That means anything chicken related cannot be sold in Connecticut because of the bird sickness. But this is what I'm trying to tell people. I am telling you all to stock up now. I don't care if you don't think you need it or you think it's a conspiracy or whatever. I don't care. You can look on the line, you can look on any social media and see that this is real, that this is happening now. There is fast food places that are closing down because they cannot get any distribution of any products to the fast food restaurants. How you doing? Okay, sorry, I'm back. Anyways, well, Rain, it's not the truckers per se, it's the lack of cities allowing people to take their CDLs and becomes truck drivers. We have a shortage of truck drivers already, but our companies are making them work multiple overtime. It's making them tired. It's making, it's putting stress on all of them. But it's not just that. I mean, the truck drivers are the ones that distribute to grocery stores and everything, but they can't distribute if they don't have products to distribute. And that's the problem. Like the grocery store near my house, they have truck drivers. They have a place where they can make food. But the thing is, they're not getting distribution from other companies to make, to put products on the shelves. So, like last night, I went into the grocery store. They're supposed to be getting about 20 pallets a night to stock the store. They only had three stalkers and three pallets, and they usually have about 20 people in the store working. You know what I mean, sis? Well, on the whole COVID thing, I just got over it. I had it right, Christy, because we don't have the workers. We don't have the people that's wanting to work. We have people that's wanting to sit back and rely on the government to keep distribution and money to everybody else. But it's also the same thing. Nobody wants the sickness. Everybody doesn't want to work because they don't want to be with anybody else that may or may not be sick, especially in farms and stuff like that, where you are closely right beside somebody else, going down, working in the same vehicles, everything like that. You don't know if that person in front of you was sick. You don't know what. This whole entire thing. Hey, Nightmare Brother, how you doing? So look, but the thing is, we can blame it on anything. We can blame it on whatever. But the point of this is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what caused what. It's the outcome that's coming. The thing is, you can blame whatever you want to. You can think whatever you want to. But look at it. Look at it and stock. Prepare for what's happening in the long run. Because if you think it's just going to blow over and it's going to take care, no, this has been happening since 2020 and now it's coming full full force now. I don't I don't care if you're the poorest person in the world, you know, you're getting food somehow. And we all like extracurricular activities. If you don't think you can afford an extra 3 pound bag of rice when you go to the grocery store, but you think you can afford that 6 pack or that pack of cigarettes that's 7, 8, maybe $15, depending on where you live, take that away and get the food. Because here's the thing. The cigarettes and all that stuff, that's still going to be around. Food is not going to be around because food has an expiration date and can only stay around for so long. There's only key resources that can stay around forever. You know, I went and cleaned out 3 grocery stores before I came into work today of their rice, their beans, and their flour. I got over almost like 300 pounds of all that stuff combined, and it's sitting in my trunk right now. Yes, NC. Also prep your meds. Hey Shaz, how you doing, sis? But the thing is, act now. While there's still stuff on the shelves, buy seeds, buy anything you can get your hands on to help you, to help better you in the long run. I mean, if you can grow your own garden, like in World War II in America, the government urged people to make their own freedom gardens. So you did not have to go and get usable stuff or, if you didn't have money or anything because your loved one was in the military serving across the pond, make a garden, reap what you sow. Because I'll tell you one thing, that garden is going to be healthier for you and better than anything that you get out of the store because you grew it. But the thing is, these farms are throwing away good food. They are being bought out by the government. They are being bought out by local authorities, local businesses to be destroyed. Montana destroyed 700 tons of potatoes last month that could have been used for anything, but they destroyed them because there is no distribution for them. Same thing with meat. Same thing with any other major item that's needed. Right, Rain? Shaz, I tell people grow for you and your family. Don't grow don't grow something bigger that other people will notice. Because in these times, if somebody sees, just like churches around here have stopped their community gardens because people have been going and stealing all the vegetables out of those gardens when the church is gone, is shut down. They're taking it all. And these people did all the work and everything of these community gardens. But there's just normal people coming, driving by, picking all the fruits and everything. I mean, all the vegetables from that garden and leaving it bone dry. So they've stopped doing it. Yeah. So make a garden just for you and your family. Make enough for each individual. Don't make anything big. Don't make anything too glamorous because in this time when people are starving, they don't care what they will do to get their hands on food. I saw a TikTok. It was in New York City and somewhere in New York. I don't know if it was New York City, the Bronx, whatever, but in a grocery store, Two people were literally beating each other almost to death over a loaf of bread. The cops were called and everything. There was blood, there was everything on the ground because of a loaf of bread, and it was the last one on the shelf. Right, Uncle Al. Right, Uncle Nightmare. Humans don't care. When it comes to them or you, they would kill you for it. So they get it. I mean, look at all the years of Black Friday shopping. People literally, like 20 years ago, people were killing each other for Black Friday to get their kid a specific toy. And that was for a piece of plastic. And they were killing each other and fighting each other for it. All right, take care, Uncle Al, brother. I hope you can come back. Hey, Outlaw, how you doing, brother? I understand. Right, NC. Yeah. I mean, hey, Maria says, how you doing? I mean, take what you need and leave for somebody else. But the thing is, it's also a double-bladed dagger, you know? If if you save for somebody else, if you take what you need and leave for somebody else, that person may or may not have the same intentions as you. That person may take everything, you know? It's right now, it's me. You know what I mean? Like everybody has the me mindset. Hey, SD brother, how you doing? But this is real. This is happening now. All this food shortages. It's not happening in just one state. Hey, Connor, brother, how you doing? The food shortages is not just happening in one state. It's happening all over. It may not hit it. It's really hitting. I mean, it's hitting more major states than it is rural states. I mean, rural cities or anything like that, rural areas. The rural areas may be the last outpost to get food later on because the major cities, they are all disappearing. The food is disappearing out of all of them. Y'all may think I'm freaking out. I am a survivalist. I know humans can last 3 weeks without food. Yes, that is true. Right, Rain. Well, the thing is, they said Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. Um, they are have those are the three major chicken areas, chicken farming areas, and in Cincinnati, because Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia is having a sickness with their chickens, they are not sending chicken based products out anymore, like frozen chicken or anything like that. because of the outbreak in the chickens. Okay, okay. I love you, Bama. I love you. I love you, brother. But I don't think this is going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't. This is another. This is another thing of humans that's doing it. It's nothing that any higher power can control. We are killing ourselves, and the higher powers are allowing it to happen. Right, Dad. My grandparents went through the Depression. I mean, they went through the Dust Bowl era. They taught me. I'm a prepper, survivalist. They taught me how to handle it all. They taught me how to ration with the lowest amount of food possible. Right, right. But here's the thing, starvation is the worst death possible. It's just like any kind of biological war. But the thing is, your body is eating itself. Your body will feel it. And I know I harp about food, but the reason why I harp about food is because I'm a diabetic. And if I don't have food, I can have a hypoglycemic moment and die instantly. But the thing is, it's like a drug induced death for me. I think I'm doing stuff, but I'm not. I can't move, and my body is slowly dying. Right, Deb. Right, SD. I'm the same way, brother. I've learned to eat things that nobody would eat. But the thing is, I have to have something else to give me energy to be able to forage for that stuff, to be able to go out and hunt for that stuff. So I have to have a backup of real, prepared food, or there's no point. But the thing is, most people that's on here are normal. Most people on here do not have to have those kind of worries. Right. I just want I just want y'all. I'm not a fear monger, but in these times, it's reality. It's not fear mongering. It's showing you the truth that's out there, what is physically happening right in front of your eyes. And I don't want you being blind to it. Hey, Ghost Hunter. Hey, JT. Oh, JT, I am talking about why we're experiencing food shortages. And since you have a farm, JT, it may, it may bring to you what I've found out and everything. Uh, I've been, I listen to Business Weekly and everything, and Business Weekly just came out with an article saying that there was a potato seed farm in Montana. Last month, they had their whole entire stock by the local government or the government to buy out 700 tons of potatoes and had them destroy it instead of having it distributed. But they also said the reason why the 700 pounds of potatoes were bought is because of lack of distribution. But that's 700 pounds of fresh, usable potatoes that could have been gone and used for anything, but they were told to destroy it. And the same thing with the empty shelves on everywhere. General Mills. There was a lady that's been working at General Mills for 5 years. She made a TikTok saying that General Mills cannot get the distribution of local resources to continue their production in the plant. They had to send home almost 200 employees last night because they don't have any distribution coming in and they don't have enough distribution going out. And these machines are supposed to be going every day, all week long, all year long. And they shut down these machines because of it. Oh yeah, Deb. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. Like I would die if I didn't have insulin. I could die in like 3 days because of high blood sugars, low blood sugars. It doesn't really matter. I may lose signal for a second because I'm walking outside to go smoke. Hey, Steven, brother, how you doing? All right, SD, brother, take care. Thanks for stopping in. But oh, okay. I hope y'all can hear me now. But anyways, yeah. Funny thing is the food's running out, right? But you see these things? These are packed full on the shelves. Tobacco, all that stuff. Even the alcohol. Alcohol is still on the shelves. Can't get distribution for food, but we can get distribution for cigarettes. We can get distribution for alcohol. See, the bad thing is, Deb, I don't have any neighbors I can trust. All the neighbors and everything around me, they're all the time in and out of jail. They're all the time being arrested for stealing. I don't have neighbors I can trust. It's just me and my wife. But it's all these truck driving companies and everything. They hiring signs, but state regulations are different. Like me, I wanted to be a CDL driver, but I live in Texas. And because I live in Texas and I have type 1 diabetes, I can't be a CDL driver. The state will not give me a CDL license. And I can't drive in the state of Texas. Even if I went through another company from another state to get my CDL, I cannot drive in Texas because I have type 1 diabetes. That's awesome, dude. Right, Christy. Right, Stephen? Maybe we can find a way to eat tobacco. Mm, that's a wonderful, wonderful, substance to eat. I mean, there's probably some people that would jump on board with that idea, Stephen. Smoke and drink all day and not worry about anything. But in reality, in reality, you have to look at yourself. Hey, KK, how you doing, sis? True situation. Everybody believes that they're mentally prepared for something like this, and even my grandparents, everybody else's grandparents that went through the depression, the Dust Bowl, the prohibition, stuff like that, they weren't set for it. They didn't have the mental fortitude at the beginning to go through it. That's why so many people died during the Dust Bowl and the depression and stuff like that because they could not handle the stress. They could not handle the ideas of eating other things than regular food. I mean, even during World War II, Roosevelt coffee was reused coffee grounds from the day before that died out. And people were disgusted, but they had to have it. They had to drink it because that was the only thing that was going for them for a caffeine boost. Congratulations, Stephen, brother. Yeah, Christy, add sugar to it. But the thing is, at the beginning of all this, we believe we can handle it. Even me, I truly believe that I can handle this. I went, I grew up poor. I grew up scavenging trash bins for my next meal. I grew up eating barely nothing. And that's why I prep. That's why I'm not going to do without food ever again, is because I know what the stomach pains are. I know what the hunger pains are. Oh yeah, Christy, here I had to put like 15 new security guards in grocery stores because people are panic buying. Because there's certain aisles that you can only buy one or two items of certain things. And we have to protect that. We have to put people, and we have to have a security guard at the checkout lines too, to make sure people are buying 1 to 2 cans of certain items and not overbuying. Right, Nightmare? But the thing is, I know a lot of people don't care. A lot of people are going to live their day to day life and not worry. But here's the thing, at the beginning of the pandemic, when everybody had to stay at home, did you have enough food? Or because Walmart and grocery stores and everything had to create the online shopping, and where they came out to your car and loaded up groceries for you because you could not go in. That's not going to happen anymore. Even when you do online shopping at grocery stores, you are still limited to whatever. And even if you buy a specific item, the company is allowed to make substitutions for that specific item that you bought. Right. Thank you, KK. Thank you for actually being honest in chat about that. Like what KK said, she wasn't prepared, and it was a lesson learned during the pandemic, the beginning of the pandemic, not having enough food or anything. But here's the thing, the stores can limit and control what you eat. If they don't, say you go and buy Pop Tarts, right? Say you buy a 12 pack or whatever pack of Pop Tarts, okay? And you only would eat the Pop Tart brand only. They have a way, they are able to control and say, well, we don't have Pop Tarts in this flavor. So we're giving you the no name brand of pastries in a different flavor because that's all we have. And you can't say yes or no to that. I'm glad, right, sis? See, Christy, that's good. That's good to be prepared for a month or so ahead. But the thing is, right now, people are going to need to prepare for at least a year because of the distribution problem. The distribution problem, until it gets settled, we have to wait for that settlement to happen before we can continue on, before we can even restock. Then you got to realize, once stores get to a point where they get the distributions back to be able to restock, there is 1,000+ people that are going to go to that store and wipe that store out. I prepare for at least a year, at least a year, if not 8 months. Hey, no, I was on full Wi-Fi and I got kicked out of StreamYard for some reason. Anyways, I'm back. But yeah, but but the thing is we have to recuperate from what's happening right now. And the stores are not going to be able to recuperate from empty shelves right now, even if the distribution goes back to normal. Hey, Rich, how you doing, brother? I know it's good to see you, Rich, brother. But the thing is rebuilding after this that happens. And it's not just one store, it's all stores. It's all grocery supply. Oh, I'm doing all right, Rich. Just doing the live stream to talk about the way the world's going right now. A nightmare. And the thing is once the stores go empty, for every one box that's being filled up, one item on the shelf that's being filled up, you got to look. I've done stocking, okay? And canned food only comes with 12 cans for one box, okay? For every one box that's thrown on that shelf, it's going to be wiped out as soon as it gets put on the shelf. Because 12 cans, that's one can a person. And most of the time, one person doesn't just get one can, they usually get about 3 cans. One person does. Right, Rich? It will be. And trying to restock and resupply is not going to happen overnight either. Right. Take care, Stephen. Be careful out there, brother. So, the domino effect and the rebuilding is not going to be overnight. It's going to take at least 2, maybe 3 years after what's happening to get back in order. And that means all these grocery stores and everything, they're going to have to shut down their grocery stores to restock. A lot of businesses are going to have to waste money to rebuild the stock, to resupply each shelf that's on that they have. And the thing is, but they can't do that because everything has a best by date by it. Especially, you know, food that is a definite you need to buy it by a certain time, like milk, like cheese, like even meat. You have to buy it by a certain time. Cans are plentiful. Cans can be restocked, can constantly be re-put on the shelves. Right, Rich. And that's what I was talking about here at one of my local grocery stores, which is called HEB. Usually they have like stocks, like 20 pallets or more that come in on a truck, and they usually have about 20 people working their late night stock. But I went in last night and they only had 3 pallets, which were maybe a quarter full, and they only had 3 stockers working to stock the shelves because they don't have anything coming in. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like what Rich just said. Boom. That I'm not fear mongering this. I do my research. I do look at each situation. And for people in chat saying the exact same thing that I'm saying, it's not make believe. It's this is real. This is going downhill and fast. It's becoming a landslide now. You can blame it on anything else, but you have to look at reality. And it's not going to change overnight. I mean, look at it whatever way you want to look at it. You can take a religious way to look at it. You can take a realist way to look at it. But look at it. And I'm sorry. When you go to go get your Valentine's Day stuff because it's Valentine's Day, when you go get that for your significant other or family or whatever you do on Valentine's Day, just get what you need from the Valentine's Day stuff and take a walk. Take a walk around your store and look. Right, Rain? Yep, that's what they do. They're allowed to limit your order because they don't have the stock for it. Yeah, this is this is reality. Reality is that there is not enough. And there's too many people in this world to supply and demand. We we have done this to ourselves. We have allowed this to happen. Our government has allowed this to happen for too long. And now it's affecting not just you, not just me, everybody. You have to look at the pros and cons of everything. You got to think for that one family that has 8 plus kids, plus, I mean, 8 kids plus a husband and wife. That is 10 people, 10 mouths to feed. And that's one family. That's not talking about the million other families that has this going. We're in an era where we do not need 8 plus children to a family. It's ridiculous because we don't have the resource. We don't have the distribution problem. I mean, we don't have the distribution to be able to take care of families like this. We don't. But anybody and everybody will say, oh, the pecking order will take place. Hey, Nicole says, how you doing? We are in end times, and end times are happening now. And the thing is, we're not, even the normal person is not going to be able to afford the meat rationings that we need. Prices are shooting up for everything. You may not see it. 2 months ago, that that can of green beans was 89 cents. Now it's $1.10. The price of meat is now $20 to $30 a pound. Right, Nightmare. Right. You slithered on by for Valentine's Day donuts. Hate to tell you, sis, but the Krispy Kreme and everything here, because they don't have the resources coming in. Our local Krispy Kreme has shut down because we don't have enough for it. We don't have enough grains, we don't have enough flour, we don't have enough sugar to keep it in stock. I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry. That's what I'm trying to say is, all these places and everything, they don't have a way to keep going. They would rather pull out and save their money than trying to battle to fill their stock. Everything's doing it. Right, Nicole. Right, sis. But it's been doing this for the last, 5 years. Actually, the last 10 years with the flooding and everything in the Midwest. After the flooding and all that stuff took out so much crops and livestock and everything, we were trying to rebuild from that. And then now this. It's getting bad. It's really getting bad. And I just want people to open their eyes and see that it's not just in your state alone. Yes, ma'am. And I was saying it too, that it's coming and it's coming quick. Just make sure you take care of yourself and your loved ones first before anything else. That's what I'm trying to say. This isn't going to be good. The landslide has finally happened. And don't think that there's a place that's going to be safe. Even in the UK and other parts of Europe, I've seen where smaller places are running out of food also. And it's not just the first world countries that are going down. All countries are going down. All right, Nicole says, I got you. I'll throw a bluebird at you. But it's it's bad. It's very bad. Yeah, good luck on that, sis. Um, where was it? There was a lady on TikTok. She's in North Dakota, and Dakota hasn't had any cheese products for like the last 6 months. Hard for Texas to have anything. Cream cheese, sour cream, normal, just basic cheese. We don't have any. Sorry. But the thing is like I've always said, Marmite, Shire. We are Americans, sir. We are Americans. We don't have any of that UK stuff over here. How you doing, Shire? How you doing, Wooden Spoon? Vegemite? Nightmare. That's the thing, Nightmare. We, our cows, our beef, we are a beef state. We don't really we don't really have dairy cows here in Texas. That's one of the bad things. The dairy cows are more in the Midwest and out east in the southern states. But Texas, I mean, we can use Longhorns to make Colby Jack. We use Longhorn milk for Colby Jack cheese, but that's about it. Yep. Yeah, I mean, North Carolina does have dairy cattle, but North Carolina is more of a pig state than it is anything else. Hey, Shire. But like Tennessee, Tennessee had Mayfield milk, which is mostly Jersey cows. I mean, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama is more of the dairy areas. Texas, Texas is really the only place for beef cattle anymore. That's why Texas got so rich after the Civil War, is because when Texans came back from the Civil War, we had a stockpile of longhorn cows. and nowhere else had beef. So that's how we overcame, you know, from being a poor state to what we are now. Is from the stockpile of longhorn cows. Yep, that's true too. Illinois does have a lot of beef cattle also. Yeah, cows are everywhere, but the thing is the price of beef has skyrocketed now because there's nowhere to distribute it. When they snuck in. We brought back buffalo. We brought back buffalo out here in the Midwest and everything. But the thing is we we wanted too high of a price tag for buffalo meat, and nobody was really paying for that. So we really sell buffalo meat to other countries now, mostly to Canada for some reason. We have sheep, we have goats, but nobody really buys sheep or goat out here. All right, Nightmare. You take care, brother. Be careful out there. I may be shutting this down here soon, anyways. And a lot of people in the United States are very religious, Shire. So they won't eat lamb and they won't eat sheep. Well, I like goat milk. I like sheep milk too. Love you, Nightmare. Take care. See, the sad thing is the UK and a lot of Europe and everything are not suffering right now. But there is places in the UK that I have seen that are suffering. It's eh, but the majority of it is in America. And now with the distribution problems and everything in Canada, it's going to start affecting Canada also. It's also going to start affecting Mexico. The problems in America. That's the thing, Shire. Yeah, a lot of people don't eat lamb out here. I mean, they only the Hispanic population actually eat goat out here in Texas. But if you take goat or lamb or anything, it's more beef or pork or chicken. It's mostly chicken that's out here. It's it's not really, I mean, lamb is not a real staple of food out here for us because so many people, like I said, are religious and they won't eat lamb because that's a symbol of God or a symbol of Jesus, especially lamb. But it's just the it's just the way the world is, brother. I mean, Americans really don't eat duck either. A lot of them don't eat rabbit. A lot of them won't eat squirrel. A lot of them won't eat daily food and meat that our ancestors and our grandparents grew up eating. They're afraid to. Just, I don't know, brother. People won't eat turtle, and it's mostly because of PETA and PETA and a lot of vegans have ruined people's idealism on eating meat. Thank you, Shire. Thank you for that. Oh, oh man. You heard it first right here, everyone. That's what lamb does to you. I love that. I love that, Shire. Exceed 12 inches, huh? Oh man. Thanks for making me laugh, Shire. It's just the world the world is going to suffer for the sins of their father. And this is it. We're in 2022 and we can't take care of ourselves. 2022 was supposed to be, growing up and then the movies 20 in the year 2000. The world was supposed to be so better, so much better. We were supposed to have cybernetic arms. We were supposed to be, the world was supposed to be so much better. And here, we're at the point of killing each other once again for stupid, stupid things. And now we're going to be killing each other over food. Over food. Really? I don't know. I really don't. Really don't know anymore. I just I just hope y'all see it. I really do. I really hope that y'all see what's going on. Right, Shire. There was a lady that did a TikTok over here in the States, Shire. A 10-pound thing of beef ribs was almost $230 for a 10-pound rack of beef ribs. It's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, that that's that's how the world's going, sure. Or how it is in the movie Judge Dredd, you know? Everybody is made to live in the super cities, you know? And the homeless and everybody else is put into the giant buildings. I don't remember what it's called, but oh, I hit that. Sorry. I mean, if you look at the movies of the past, you know, about our future, a lot of them strike home. A lot of them strike to where we thought it was just fantasy, just the mindset of how it is. But oh, hold on, another person's coming. Hey, how you doing? All right. So, hey, Oz, brother. Hey, Eli, brother. All right, I gotta get on the elevator. I gotta go up and check. If y'all lose me, I will be right back. And that is 100% true, Oz, brother. But if y'all lose me, I will be right back. Y'all just talk amongst. But yeah, that's the thing. Never trust the government. Oh, so how has everybody been? How are you all? I understand. I understand. So, has anything been affecting anybody else around the world? Oh, I know. I saw your notification, Eli. And I know I picked the perfect day to bring everybody down with, didn't I? Oh, thank you, Eli, brother. I mean, you know, I had to choose Valentine's Day to bring everybody down because, why not? I mean, the Valentine's Day slaughter, and now, Valentine's Day hungers are going to start here at doing what they do. But I just want everybody to know that I love you, family, but we can't keep playing pretend with what's going on with the world. There's no point. And I just want everybody to be protected. Yeah. All right. Okay, everybody. 'Alright, I'm gonna have to get off here, everybody. But love y'all. $5 on rice. Y'all. Take care. See y'all later. Stay safe out there. Take care, family. Bye.